All right, we're here with head coach Wally Morton. And coach, you guys are sending out a group of 11 seniors on Saturday. The meet with UIC will be their final one here at the Busbey Natatorium. Talk about that group collectively and what they've meant to the program.
This is a very accomplished class. I mean, it's a large class. We're losing 11 seniors, and so it's a double-edged sword, so to speak. You hate to see them go, but when you see them so successful in the classroom, earning their degrees, moving on to another phase of their life, you're very, very pleased for them. I want to just mention collectively on the women's side, this women's group came in, and it was a major breakthrough for us when that class came in. We had gone from one of the teams that was in the lower tier of teams in the Horizon League, and difficult to win individual events and championships. And when that team, that group of athletes came in on the women's side, they established a work ethic, they established accomplishment in the classroom, and records, and all of the things necessary in terms of community service and caring about team and having pride in the team. They literally changed the culture of the team. And on the men's side, collectively, we have also a very diverse and terrific group led by our senior diver, Josh Gonzalez, who's one of the top divers, perhaps the top diver in the conference, and has had a great career here. Matt DeMasso, who is in the honors program, and one of the first swimmers we ever had in the honors program, and just a straight A student. He's going to go on to law school. And then we get into our swimming group, and they have really also contributed in a meaningful way, to the point where every year they've been on the team, we've been in the hunt to win the championship. We come up a little bit short, but we're going to keep working at it for this year. And those guys have been a tremendous help to our program, because they have an enthusiasm and a love for the sport of swimming.
All right, and let's reflect back on some of these swimmers. We'll go down the lineup here, and some of the seniors outgoing on the women's side. You start with Rachel Arzadon.
Well, Rachel is, again, part of that group that came in and established enthusiasm and love for swimming. She came from Virginia. That was a state that we hadn't recruited out of in the past, and she obviously showed her joy for swimming and everything that she did.
We have Karis Ben, and of course Karis, a terrific swimmer here for the past 4 years. What about her, Coach?
Well, Karis is simply the best swimmer in the history of our program in women's swimming, in the history of Cleveland State University. Last year she won every event she swam in. We never expect her to do that. It's unfair to her to put those expectations on her. But quite frankly, she had a spectacular meet at the Horizon League Championships. And she, even more than her accomplishments in the pool, she's almost a straight A student, very close to it, and a phenomenal person in terms of establishing great work ethic, caring, and really willing her team to be at a different level than what they were before.
And we touched on the male divers. Let's talk on the female side, and that's Casey Cummings.
Well, Casey, again, is one of the top divers in our conference, and she also was a major recruit for us. When she first came to us, she was thinking she was going to go to Bowling Green, and it's a good thing they didn't go to Bowling Green, because honestly, they dropped diving during her tenure. And she came here, and as soon as she came on her recruiting trip, she fell in love with the school. And by the time she left, she knew she was going to be a Viking. And she's been a phenomenal student, not just a phenomenal diver, over her past 3 years.
And someone else I know you're very proud of for the way she carried herself, and that's Whitney Hickey.
Well, Whitney unfortunately had some very severe shoulder problems that led to surgery on both her shoulders, but she wanted to stay connected with the team. She's been unable to swim this year, but she wanted to be part of the team because she cared so much about the team. And she has stayed involved with everything we've done. She's in a way been an additional assistant coach in many ways, although she cannot be an assistant coach, and she's a student assistant and helping us out in managerial capacities. But you know, honestly, she knows so much about swimming, but most importantly, she loves her team.
Someone else that loves their team, and another one of those seniors, and that's Emily Splain.
And Emily is a local gal and one of the best swimmers out of Northeast Ohio in high school. And it was a coup for us to have Emily attend. Again, she was looking at Bowling Green, and she's very, very pleased she came here. Her interest is in art. She is an incredible graphic designer, but she's had a great 4-year career here, and she right now is swimming the best she's ever swam.
And the final female senior, another one of those divers, and that's Liz Victor.
And Liz is a nursing major, and it's very difficult when you're majoring in nursing and you're trying to compete in athletics. So there are many, many conflicts. But she, again, for the love of her team and the love of her sport, she's made it work, and she really has gotten better every year to where right now she's one of our best divers.
We'll flip over to the men's side, and we touched on the two divers. Let's talk about the swimmers, and we'll start with Colin Hanner.
Well, Colin comes from Cincinnati, Ohio. He comes from an area of the state that we typically don't get a lot of swimmers from, and that was a major breakthrough for us. It helped us with our recruiting and helped us get other swimmers from that same area. He's come in here. He's been a very solid contributor to our program, and again, he loves to race. And he loves being on this team. He's a very dedicated athlete.
Another one of those senior swimmers, and that's Travis Lamberdazzi.
Travis comes from Florida, from the Cocoa Beach area of Florida, where the space shuttle used to be launched, and recently they put it on mothballs. But he is a guy that wants to go into physical education and sport and coaching as his profession. He's very dynamic. He's very enthusiastic, and he makes everybody around him better.
And the final of this group of 11, and that's Peter Ritz.
Peter is another guy that wants to go into coaching, and this shows the love for the sport of swimming by both those guys. He is from Florida. He's a distance swimmer. He's very unorthodox in his style of swimming, the way he swims his events technically, but he is an incredibly hard worker. And what speaks of his character the most, I've never seen him work harder than he has this year. He wants to go out giving it everything he has, and that's a difficult thing to do as a senior, and he's doing it.
Coach, I know Saturday will be a special day for you as these 11 have really influenced the program.
It will really be a special day for me because this is a group I'm extremely proud of. I appreciate their sacrifices they've made over the years and their love and enthusiasm for the sport. And most importantly, I also commend them to put themselves all in a position to earn their degrees, and they all will earn their degrees, and to go on to, whether it is graduate school or a career, they've positioned themselves to be very successful in their lives, and after all, that's what it's all about.
It is what it's all about. Thanks for the time, Coach.
Thank you.